For any baseball player chasing the dream of playing in the big leagues, they need a healthy support system to help them along the way.
And as our Blake Brannon tells us, for Shuckers outfielder Lamar Sparks, he's found his support in the family he was born with and the family that took him in.
At the time he was a teenager, I came to him and said, look, you've got the dream, you've got the drive, you've got the gifts. You just keep working on it and I'll try to support you any way possible.
For Shuckers outfielder Lamar Sparks, his professional baseball journey started when he was drafted by the Baltimore Orioles out of a Katy, Texas high school in 2017. But after injuries in 2018, 2019, and the pandemic in 2020, he says he was back at square one until he found his spark in the independent leagues in Montana.
And so starting back over in a league like that, it took me a little bit to hop right back into it, and then I just felt like I couldn't get out. It was awesome. It was a great time. I finally got back to feeling kind of like myself, kind of back in the groove of things, and just playing baseball and having fun.
Not too long after that, Sparks was picked up by the Brewers and was on his way to Biloxi, much closer to his family in Texas, who comes to see him play whenever they can.
Only being 6 hours away and getting to travel and watch more so, it's awesome to have them here. And, a big thing with players, no matter what, is support and family. And so having the family be able to come support, it's been pretty awesome.
But like his path in baseball, Sparks' journey with his family is different as well. Sparks was adopted at an early age, only having met his birth mother twice as of this year, and has begun to build a relationship with her to show how much he's grown as a player and a person.
I think this was all the plan. As far as adoption goes, some people adopt for different reasons, and I feel like her plan to put me up for adoption was for this reason. It was to get me to this point. I don't think she felt like she could take as good as care of me as somebody else could, and put me in the right places to do what I wanted to do, and it happens to be baseball. In the very beginning, she helped me. She put me, in the right family to get me to this point. That's one of the differences with adoption and all that kind of stuff as well. It's is having the right opportunity, and I feel like she gave me the right opportunity.
And Sparks even has a taste of welcoming in a family member that isn't blood related, as his sister, who has cerebral palsy, was adopted by the same family and is always in the crowd supporting Lamar.
Seeing her here, and luckily they sit right there on the first row so I can see what all she's doing, and she's on her phone a lot, on TikTok a lot over there. She's gonna hate that I say it, but she's over there on TikTok a lot. But when I'm on deck or something, I'll kind of see out of the corner of my eye she perks up and is to watch and starts smiling.
Family can mean a lot of things to different people, and for Sparks, he says he'll always have his own definition, but when it comes down to it, he says it's about love and understanding.
Having parents that have no relation to me at all, adopting me and all that kind of stuff, I couldn't see myself not growing up with them. Family's the top tier for me, not being blood related to them and all that kind of stuff. Them, taking that responsibility on, and truly what shows what family is for each other. And for me, it's keen for me.
Life is a lot like baseball. Sometimes you're swinging well. Sometimes you're striking out, sometimes you're crossing home, and sometimes you're stranded on base. But for Sparks and his family, they have each other to fall back on. And when you have that kind of support from your home dugout, you're always ahead in the count.
All we were trying to do is say, what do you want to do? How can we help you? Do what you want to do. We're going to be there for you.
I've been through hell and back so far. I've gone through the mental warfare. I've gone through the physical warfare. I've came back from that. If I can do it, you can do it too. So for the little kids watching, if you're struggling with your travel ball team, you're struggling in high school, or struggling in travel ball, there's always a way back from that.
In Biloxi, Blake Brannon, WLOX News Now.